Hey guys, it's the Tyrant, and today we're doing Tyrant's Legendary Guide for Halo 3. Today I have a very special guest with me, the man who made me what I am today. He runs the site HBO, Mr. Claude Herrera.
How you doing?
Pretty good so far. Today we're doing Halo 3. Tell me, Claude, what is your favorite Halo 3 mission?
I gotta say the Ark.
Now tell me, Claude, why is the Ark your favorite mission?
Because tank beats everything.
You know what, Claude? Tank does indeed beat everything. All right, we're doing the Ark. Legendary, no deaths. Oh, into the portal and through outer space, and into the Ark we go. The Chief knows the way to properly slay all of our Covenant foes. Oh, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't resist. Welcome to Tyrant's Legendary Guide for Halo 3. This is Act 2 of Halo 3, and today we are doing the Ark. Installation 00.
Staggered line. Shipmaster. They outnumber us 3-1.
Then it is an even fight.
All cruisers fire at will. Burn their mongrel hides.
Oh, he said hides. Dirty
Cruise
wordy.
ship isn't taking part in the attack. He must have gone to ground.
Roger that, ma'am. We're on him. Kick the door.
Geronimo! Here we go, and oh! That's gotta hurt. This beautiful celestial location is exactly where the Halos are created. Whoop, spoiler alert. Why does Sergeant Johnson look so mean in that picture?
She's a little crook, Sergeant Major. She'll hold.
All right, pop the hatch.
Beam me up, Scotty. Or should I say, beam me out. This has got to be one of the longest intros
Enjoy it while you can, Marines.
in the
As
game.
we land, we're right back to it. Priority 1. Secure a landing zone for the commander's frigate. Keep your eyes and
It
ears open.
kind of reminds
We
me
need all
of
the intel
Silent
we can get.
Cartographer from Halo 1 a little bit, just because you've got 2 Pelicans dropping off about a
Stand
dozen
to,
troops.
Marines.
But some of these guys are
Go,
ODSTs.
go, go.
And here we go. Whoop, got your head.
Check it out, in the sky.
Ooh. Yes, sir. Now, when you approach this location, 3 grunts are going to be asleep over here on the left-hand side. The other enemies won't even know you're there. I like to just toss a grenade here rather than just trying to assassinate them. I've noticed that if you assassinate 2, the 3rd one typically wakes up, which puts you in sticking range. Now, you may have seen me run through this area in my Kamikaze Mythic guides, which will, by the way, be posted on this channel as well. But since this is legendary, you're a little less durable, and, by the way, so are the brutes. So I have no problem standing back and sniping the crap out of them. Let's bring the fight back to the Covenant. Oh, yeah. There are a lot of brutes here, about half a dozen. Many of them have brute shots, so be careful. Like I said, you were a little bit less durable on regular legendary without Mythic and Tilt assisting you. So making a run for it isn't quite as easy, and he's trying to hide. Blew your hand off. Maybe now you'll be wearing the black glove too. Ha 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 ha. Sometimes if you wait too long between shots, their power armor will recharge. But, like I said, if you completely decimate their power armor, it will not return. They will be completely naked. Now, among the enemies here, besides brutes, you've got a couple of shielded jackals, a ton of grunts, and 2 marksman jackals hiding there in the back, wielding carbines. Got more sniper ammo up here when you need it. And if you feel the need to be a bit of a dick, you can take the battle rifle ammo from one of your compadres over here, although there is more battle rifle ammo in the little drop pods further ahead. So it really isn't all that necessary. Yeah, I never get sick of that little party noise. There's the Prophet of Truth's hologram just chilling out over there. Doesn't even know what happened to his cojones. Wow, you stole my kill, you stupid dick. Okay, well, there he is. There's usually one brute captain that tends to hide out. Oh, the bastard used a flare. Most useless piece of equipment in the game. Oh, jeez. Okay, come on. You want to play? Oh, you stole my kill again. You cocky bastard. Alright, let's get these guys over here. Fill up on ammo. Now we are going to run this next little bit just because if you do, you can skip the hunters completely that would get dropped off as reinforcements. And I'm going to show you how to take care of that. Now snipe this guy, otherwise it makes running just a little bit more complicated. And there's two more over here on the right hand side of the wannabe Tyrant gun. And where's the other one? There you are. Come to die. And when I say come, I mean it in a non-rude way. Okay, so we're going to travel along the right-hand side right here. Try to avoid getting hit. If you do get your shields taken down, it's not a big deal, but they're not even watching us right now. Now, the trick is you've got to be quick here, because you've got a brute captain up ahead with about a dozen little grunts. And if you're not quick enough, the bad guys below will come after you. And that's why we dropped that bubble shield to delay their advance. And God, that was a lot of things dying at once. I almost feel bad for the little guys. We're just going to keep running here. They will not follow you into the hole. That's what she said. And once again, you will be entering an area where the enemies are completely unaware of your presence until you make them aware. Oh, longsword fighter. Come back to me. We're going to snipe this first captain over here, acting all buff and... Oh, yeah, I got you in the face. That's your moneymaker right there. We just want to get their armor off right now because it's... Well, you know me and getting armor off. But basically because all we really want to do is put them in a position where we can get them with the battle rifle. It's like the perfect headshot weapon. We get him. Oh, sniped in mid-air. No scoped, might I add. Gotta love that battle rifle spread. We're gonna get him again. That was completely pointless. Now there is a rocket launcher and additional battle rifle ammo near the downed Pelican. Apparently our ships are not doing so well. And after you kill these guys, go ahead and fill up on ammo. Whoa. He was going for seconds too. Cocky bastard. Okay, so we're going to get down here and get some more of that ammo. And you want to be quick about it because two prowlers, which is the Covenant equivalent to the Warthog, are about to arrive with brute reinforcements. If you're not quick enough, they will catch you in the crossfire. And believe me, they can shred you in seconds. You do not want that, trust me. The quickest way to get back up is to hop up on these rocks, follow this Marine's lead right here. And the prowlers have arrived. One of the prowlers will stop entirely and just let his buddies out. The other one will keep driving around. And the bastard dropped the bubble shield. What is with you guys in the combat condoms? I swear. Okay. So you want to take out these ones on land first before going after the other prowler. It makes it a little bit easier. That way you can concentrate on the prowler fully. Alright, let's get this son of a bitch. I've noticed that if there's a cannon seat available, the brutes will do whatever it takes to get it. See? Look at that. He's completely ignoring the fact that I'm shooting him and going right for the big guns. Now, here's where things get a little bit tricky. You want to get that gunner out. And these things move pretty darn fast. Sometimes you just need to wait until they get stuck on a rock or just flat out stop for no reason. Oh, just like that. Oh, damn. I'm horrible with the sniper rifle. Oh, whoa! Look at that. Right in the dome. Now, stopping him is pretty easy. You can do this one of two ways. You can use a plasma pistol to EMP the vehicle and then hijack it, or you can just kill the brute right from under it. It's completely up to you. There are two 100% plasma pistols near the door where you first entered the area. And watch out for your Marines because they will ruthlessly kill you just like they will this SOB. That's a little bit better. Now we're going to do something a little bit sneaky here. First we're going to take this rocket launcher, and there are several parked vehicles
Follow us, sir. All the way down this canyon.
just beyond the bend. There are ghosts and choppers alike, and you can take them out before even getting to the actual thing. But what we're going to try to do instead is see if we can get this Marine on the back of the mongoose, because if you give an AI the rocket launcher, his missiles home in. AI's got a serious advantage here. I don't know if I'm okay with that. I guess the one from Halo 2 was a little bit overpowered. And you can pretty much run through most of this area. Now you see there are 3 parked vehicles. Now look at that. That's just totally badass right there. And if you try to go for these parked ones straight away, they won't have much of a chance for retaliation. The ghosts are a bigger threat than the choppers, though. And there's a second ghost right there who hides around the bend. We're going to try to get away from him as quickly as possible. And there are a group of grunts right there with a plasma cannon. Owned. There are 2 ghosts over here to the right. Get my left and my right mixed up just a little bit, because I'm just a little bit special. And we're going to see if we can actually nuke them from here, let the Marine do the work instead of taking all the damage. If not, if he dies, then we'll just have to deal with him the old-fashioned way by ourselves, which is really not too much of a new thing with the UNSC anyway. Sometimes the splash damage can knock them off the ghosts, and he's dead. Whoops. Note that no Marines were actually harmed in the filming of this episode. Okay, so now we want to wait till the ghosts retreat just a little bit. Yeah, I hate these guys. I have been killed in this area more times than I can count. And by ghosts, I mean, look at all the different... Alright, let's see if we can get him, or if he's going to move out of the way. He moved out of the way. Asswipe. Okay, come on. We're going to wait till he's at least somewhat still. Sometimes I bring a bubble shield here, but clearly I did not do that this time. And I am terrible at this. Okay, let's wait till he rounds the bend just a little bit. Catch him off guard, and both ghosts are history. There are a couple of ghosts up ahead as well, along with a parked chopper. Try not to hang around that ghost too long, because they do have secondary explosions that in Halo 2 and 3 can kill you. So we're going to keep moving up. Mind the ghosts. I think you have a couple of Marines in the far back corner that are retaliating. You want to try to keep the chopper intact, though, because we're going to use that against the anti-air wraiths just through that cave. There are several jackals over there to the right, as you can see. And those ghosts are going to be our top priority. There's also a brute captain here with a fuel rod gun, because apparently anyone can wield one now. So try not to get your ass handed to you by this guy. It's just too easy to shoot him out of the ghost. Now, again, the downside to this is that any lingering enemies can rejack the ghost. Okay, the worst guy is dead. We're just dodging those fuel rods like a motherfucker. Okay, so now I think this is the only grunt left. So once we kill the driver from there, we shouldn't have any problems anymore. So there we go. Alright, so the jackals are our biggest foe. Now you can choose to take them out with the battle rifle, or you can hop in the chopper and just mow them down. But since we're going to be using the chopper against plenty of other enemies in this next little area, I go ahead and use the battle rifle anyway. Makes the film a little less boring. If you feel like it's too much of a risk to take them out with the battle rifle, or you're just trying to save your ammo for later, which is not a bad idea, by the way. go ahead and use the chopper cannons to take out any lingering enemies in the area. There is another battle rifle right beside me. We're going to pick up the ammo for that. Now, the cool thing about the chopper's projectiles is they actually have a little bit of force push on them as well. So you can also flip any vehicles that you see, which will kill the driver and make it even easier to disable the vehicle entirely. Now, if you sit here and take out the wraith as so, it will pose no threat to you. As soon as you take out the wraith, a bunch of brutes over there on the left are going to start crossing that little land bridge, as you can see. So now, after we do that, you've got to worry about the two sniper towers. There's one over there on the left and right, and it looks like a ghost is trying to infiltrate our zone. Now, like I said, there's plenty of force push here, so you can hold them back and even knock them off the cliff pretty easily. And we just disabled that little plasma cannon over there. They do try their best. There's that second ghost. There's always two ghosts over here. Now on the far side, you've got two anti-air wraiths. We'll be dealing with those shortly. You also have a bunch of brutes and a few grunts. Now one of those grunts has a fuel rod gun, so be very careful. You want to make him top priority, otherwise he can take you completely off guard. And that ghost lives again. Come on. It's not even Halloween! That was a horrible impression. Now, a lot of those bad guys like to hide under that little arch right there, so just be mindful. You can take most of them out from a distance, which we are going to do. See how that push works? You can just knock the crates right out of the way. They do like to hide. Now, while we're on the subject, the anti-air wraiths have been deemed undrivable. You're not supposed to drive them. If you destroy one, well, if you kill the driver, typically they blow up. But I'm going to show you a cool little trick so that you can drive them anyway. Now, in this particular mission, it's not going to do you a whole lot of good. The Scorpion tanks are far more effective against what you'll be fighting. But in a future mission, you will see me pilot an anti-air wraith for the greater good. Now we're going to noob combo these guys because the homing mechanism is just too good to pass up. And a lot of these guys have brute shots. And typically the equipment they wield here, as you can see, are power drains. Now power drains will disable your shields, and if you're close enough to the power drain, the after explosion will kill you. So we're going to try not to get ourselves killed. Now there's the fuel rod grunt right there. Again, you kind of want to kill him as quickly as you can before he takes you off guard. I think I can see his feet. There's the little bastard. Oh, shoot. No, there we go. Okay, now he's definitely dead. He's the only one there. So once he's toast, you're in pretty good shape. We're going to use the power drain here to disable the other brute's armor. And see, even he had a power drain. They throw them at you all the time. Now we're just going to throw that there just to see if there's any other brutes. I feel like there should be a captain left. I could be completely wrong, though. I don't like to take chances. We're going to get a bubble shield just in case, because it's the best piece of equipment we can grab for this area. Oh, okay, I knew there was one. Alright, but he didn't have any armor, so power draining him wouldn't have done any good anyway. Let's check and make sure there were no grunts over here. You do need to watch out for the secondary gunners in the anti-air wraiths, because once again they will shred you, so the best place to attack them is from the rear. And look at it, he's just reaching right into that hole. Master Chief, you little pervert. Okay, so now we're going to take out the secondary wraith, but I'm going to show you how to hijack one just for giggles. I was going to say something else. Jump on the back. This is how I hijack the wraith in the storm as well. You want to kill the secondary gunner. Now, here's the trick. You want to bash off the hatch. You don't want to board the wraith. You just want to bash off the hatch until you can see the driver. And once you do, you want to bash off his armor. And it helps if you have toggle crouch for this, but you want to basically hold down B when the message does not pop up, shoot him in the head, and boom, the anti-air wraith is yours. Check it out.
LZ's clear.
It's pretty badass.
Bring her down.
Roger that. Beginning my descent.
Now, watch out for the wind here, because this is going to be a very epic moment where they land the frigate on the arc. Oh, jeez. I think I just crapped myself. Golly day, look at that. Oh, and it blew us too far back and destroyed the anti-air wraith. Keys, you bitch.
Thanks, Chief.
Okay, so here's what happens.
Come to the back of the frigate.
The frigate's going to drop off 3 scorpions and a warthog. Obviously, the best option for you here is to take the warthog.
But it's surrounded by brute heavy armor.
Don't worry, I've got a plan. If we can't fly over the wall, we'll go right through it. Chief, take one of the tanks.
Come on.
Lead the way. If you find any locked doors, Spark will be happy to pry them open.
I will certainly try my best. Rely on
Now, he's going to hop out for you.
All right, then. You heard the lady.
Guilty Spark will be chilling out with you this time as well. I'd go ahead and let your Marines hop on there, because they're worthless bastards and they need to hijack a tank. You forgot to stick your thumb out. Okay, so a bunch of ghosts and prowlers are going to emerge from the cave where we came from. Best thing to do is to hold back and just take them out one by one. Your other 2 UNSC tank buddies will also do the same. The Warthog typically is stupid and tries to run ahead, thinking, oh, I got this, I'm the man. Look at my big guns. Unfortunately, his gun is not big enough. And that is what she said. We're going to kill this guy right here.
Tank beats ghost.
Damn right it does. Okay, now a pair of hunters are also going to emerge from the cave. Again, just hold back. They go down in one hit. Look at that.
Tank beats hunter.
Okay, now you're just stating the obvious. Shut up. And there's a phantom right over here. You can destroy it if you're fast enough. Let's see if we can. Let's get some points on that board.
They've got a turret!
Come on, you can do better than that. It's a freaking tank. There we go. Look at that big boom. And we're going to go ahead and just annihilate everything that had just dropped off. There's a shade turret over here too, and there's a couple of brutes. We want to make sure that they don't get in a position where they can kill us. There's not much that can kill a tank, but a brute shot or a fuel rod gun will definitely do the trick. I think those are really the only 2 weapons you need to worry about. And we're just going to keep on chucking. There are several ghosts under this bridge that will emerge from the other side, along with a wraith. The wraith is obviously your top priority. You can only take so many hits. Whoa. Oh, jeez. Didn't your mother ever tell you to look both ways? And he's just chilling. He saw what happened to his 2 buddies, and he's like, screw this. Alright, there's another ghost right there. That Warthog just really loves to get in my way. One of these days, he's going to get a tungsten round right through us all. Okay, obviously the wraith is actually still alive. There we go. That's a little bit better. Your allies here do come in handy. Now, there's actually several pairs of ghosts that will emerge from that entrance over there. So just hang back until they're all dead. And over there to the left, there's a ton of grunts with fuel rod guns. So make sure you kill them all. Not that you wouldn't want to anyway. But that was a lot of things dying. Look at that multi-kill. Beautiful. And there's still one left. Unfortunately, the poor bastard only has a plasma pistol. I think that guy killed himself, but I can't tell. Or maybe he got stuck. Who really cares? Over here, there are immediately 2 wraiths. Let's see if we can get this phantom. Nah, he's too fast. You want to steer clear of the wraiths if you can. A third one will be dropped off on the bridge or the platform. Yeah, that was close. There are also a couple of ghosts that will emerge once you're close enough, and there is also some choppers lingering around. So basically there's a lot of vehicle action going on here. Also, spread up around the canyon are a bunch of shade turrets. So make sure you watch out for those as well. We just killed, I think, the first wraith. There we go. There's the second one kind of hiding out over there. He isn't attacking yet, so we can just kind of take our time with this one. There we go. If you watch the score, you can tell when you've actually destroyed one. Now you can opt to take out the choppers over there on the left, but it's really not that necessary. I don't think I've ever seen any brutes take them.
All armor, form up
Just
on
the ones
lower
over here.
doorway. Chief, get upstairs. Have your robot pick that lock.
And yeah, like I said, there are those two ghosts, so just kind of keep an eye out. By itself, a ghost doesn't really do a whole lot of damage, but if you give it more than a couple of seconds, it will tear your ass up. And there's those choppers as well. Just basically clear the area. That's the best thing you can do, is just clear everything. There's really not a whole lot of rushing you can do here. Oh, that third wraith dropped off. You can see that phantom hanging out over there dropping off reinforcements. That's where it came from. Get him? Can we get him? I don't think we can. Nah. Whoa. This is kind of a good lesson. If all you do is kill the driver and leave the vehicle intact, if there are any Covenant forces nearby, they will rejack the vehicle and basically own your ass. And preferably, I don't want my ass owned by Covenant. And there's the first shade turret over here. 1 to 2 hits and they're down. It depends on the driver also. If there are brutes driving it, it usually takes 2. If there's only a grunt, it usually goes down in 1 hit. Got a fusion coil right there. Fusion coils add lots of damage to your boom. Think of it like the Viagra for tungsten rounds. And we're just going to mow everything down here. There is a brute up ahead as well with a brute shot, so just be careful. I think we knocked off his armor, and now he's dead. There's a shade turret right there, and I believe there is another one over there. Yep, we got him.
Well, that was easier than the description in the field manual.
Pretty much dealt with that without any real issue here.
For a doorway to a pipe. 1 moment, Reclaimer.
I'm tempted to take his battle rifle, but I'm not quite that mean. You're really not going to need the plasma pistol for a while. I think the next time you will, you're actually provided with a 100% one. Here's where things start getting a little bit crazy. You'll be fighting your second Scarab in the game, and this one's not nearly as easy to deal with on this as the one on the Storm. In fact, this is probably the toughest Scarab in the game, just because your vantage point kind of sucks. Now, where was his little laser beam in the other Halo games? Get out of my face. What are you looking at, punk? You looking at me? I don't see anyone else here. Okay, actually, those 3 tanks below are different than the ones that you left behind.
Good work, Chief.
Unfortunately, you can't really
Link up
take
with
any
our armor
tanks
on the
with
far
you,
side of the
but
wall.
you will get to drive
Make your
those
way down to
tanks
the cartographer.
after you free them. And, uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's alive! It's huge! Now let's stop and take cell phone pictures of it instead of running away.
Heads up, Marines. You got trouble.
Now we're going to slide down here. Now there are a ton of wraiths and ghosts and choppers all around here. Fortunately, you've got quite a bit of firepower to give you a hand. This is the Gauss Hog. I love the hell out of it. Not really much you can do with it because the ghost will just tear you up. But with him in the gunner seat, it will actually help decimate some of the enemies on this top level here. Whoa! Well, used to anyway. Watch out for the second. Yeah. Okay. The Wraith obviously knows that we're there, so we're just going to try to avoid it. Mind the secondary guns of the Phantom as you try to slide down here. What we're going to do is we're going to meet the tanks outside and hijack one right away. do be careful of the wraiths. Like I said, there are a ton of them, and they shoot everywhere. This actually kind of reminds me of Starship Troopers a little bit, when all those plasma bugs were, you know, shooting in outer space and making hell over everything. Well, I can tell you this much. Just like in Starship Troopers, this is not random or light. So we're going to drop down here, and the tanks will emerge from that doorway. I would wait and get like the second or third one, because the first one that emerges is going to get like attacked right away. These are a lot less likely to get nuked. So I'd get this one because it's kind of chilling out in the back here. Alright, well now they're moving up, so let's just go ahead and take this one. And now the name of the game is just to nuke everything. Well, that's kind of my policy anyway. There are a couple of different levels here. I think 3 total. This is level 1. Level 2 is where those other 2 wraiths are kind of hiding out, and that phantom's sort of dancing in the air. I don't even know what it's doing. I think the driver must have had a little bit too much Bacardi.
First line clear. Move up.
You don't have to take out the phantom. It will leave if you don't, but I like to anyway, because who doesn't want extra points? I mean, this is the Ark. And this is actually, by the way, my favorite mission in the game. It is probably the hardest one, this and the Covenant, but there's just something about it, just all the options you have at your disposal that make it so awesome. Probably one of the coolest missions in the franchise. Yeah, this is taking forever. My social security check's going to start coming in before that wraith dies. Of course, it's dead now. Look at that, he tries to make a liar out of me. Now, there are also a bunch of fuel rod wielders over here beyond that cave. Be careful, because they will tear your tank up, but you do need this tank. Uh-oh. The 80-foot Tarantula's back, and that secondary gun is vicious. Sometimes I think it's worse than the actual main cannon. Of course, the main cannon is just a pussy weapon compared to the one in Halo 2. Oh, ghost. Now there's also a couple of ghosts and choppers down there. And again, mind the fuel rod people, because they hate you. Now, this particular ledge right here is an excellent vantage point for dealing with the Scarab. He does kind of wander over to you. And there are 2 ways to deal with him. If he shows his ass enough, you can just blow it off. Sorry. And then take out the core that way once it's exposed. However, if he's just continuously facing you, the best thing you can do is take out his legs, which will force him to crouch down, and then you can use the height advantage to board the Scarab. And of course, it also depends on the distance in which he crouches. He's pretty close now. Again, watch out for that secondary anti-air gun. See if there's any bad guys over here. This Scarab actually doesn't have a whole lot of formidable foes on it. It's mainly just jackals, both shielded and marksmen. No snipers, but there are some snipers over there on the far right on the spire, so just be careful. And no, he's still too... Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, that was close. Alright, he's still too far away for us just to board him. If we had a gravity lift here, it would help tremendously, but it's still kind of a risk. Once you're below the Scarab, you're kind of SOL. So just be kind of careful here. Aim for the joints on the legs. And this one just doesn't want to seem to take, so we'll come on. Can we get it? The other crap. Oh, there we go. Now, he's still a little far away. So we're going to try a slightly different approach. Oh god. We might have to try this again. He only goes down for a few seconds. Oh, we got a chopper here, so we might use that for a little bit of boost next time. Too late. Yeah, we're gonna have to shoot him in the legs again. Shoot him in the kneecaps. Make him suffer. Make him pay. He's not even bothering to move around. Pansy. This doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot of damage, though. We might have to try another leg. Yeah, let's try this one over here. Usually you can tell if you're doing any damage by seeing sparks fly out. There we go. It's only certain spots in the leg that actually trigger any real damage. There we go. Alright, let's hop in the chopper. And board his ass. And I don't mean that in a rude way. There we go. Look at that. Epic right there. So just make your way back to the core. After you destroy it, you're going to want to hightail it out of there as quickly as you can. And beware of all the other enemies in the area that are still surrounding the Scarab. It's not a bad idea typically to get rid of them first, but what can I say? I'm a little bit slow at time. Alright, get as far away from this guy as you possibly can. That explosion will kill you, and God, I love bright blue light. Oh, it just does something to me. Ugh! Scarab is dead. Now we're going to get back in the tank and take care of the stragglers, as well as the enemies on the spire. Typically there's at least 1 or 2 jackal snipers hiding there. They can't really get you while you're in the tank, but the second you step foot out of the tank, you're pretty much sniper chow. Let's get this guy. The tank seems so weak in this game compared to the one in Halo Reach. And I can't believe I just said that there was actually something in Reach that was better than Halo 3. And there are a bunch of bad guys sitting here on the ramp. There's also a fuel rod captain chilling there too, so you want to make sure that you, oh god. You want to make sure you take him out. And not to dinner, mind you. Okay, I think we got it mostly clear. Again, one of the things that I like to do here is just make sure the area is somewhat clear. That way, when I start nuking the spire,
We'll know soon enough, Shipmaster.
I don't have to worry about getting done from behind. Sorry, I don't swing that way. Now, there are usually a few brutes hanging out here on the second level. They like to hide when they're pointing 90 millimeters of tungsten at them. Can't say I blame them there. It's a little bit frustrating, but I can safely say I'd probably do the same. Either that or try to board the tank with a brute chopper. I like to try to get around them as quickly as possible. The tank in Halo 3 does move amazingly fast, and the rate of fire is vastly improved from previous Halo games. It's a bit overpowered in multiplayer, but for campaign, it rocks. I can't really see the snipers from this distance, so we're just going to have to sort of play this by ear. There are marksmen as well, and a very annoying stealth brute, I think they call them. I don't know what they call him. But he's lingering around in that topmost tunnel in the back, and he's got flame grenades. And they will char the hell out of you. Stalker, that's what he's called, Stalker. They have way too many quote-unquote stalker names in this game, including the Flood Stalker, that four-legged bastard who can transform into that stupid ranged form. The tank forms aren't quite so bad. Alright, we're getting off topic here. Kill this guy. You can take the tank up a fairly long way. Okay, he's shooting at something. Hold on. Ah. Yeah, that'll help you. You can move the tank fairly far up the spire. There are only a couple of places, well, I think it's like the top level where you kind of run into a bottleneck with the land. And there's really not a whole lot you can do. And of course, oh, we're going to push the Scarab leg out of the way with the tank. Look at that. Okay, once again, there are some brutes and marksmen up here. I don't know why, but the tank just seems to have this bad habit of being, like, magnetically attracted to, like, the scenery. I don't really understand it, and it's kind of annoying. There he is. Okay, come on. You know you want to. There we go. I think we got a double kill there.
Chief, Spock's found an entrance up top. Follow him inside.
His time is come. And did we get the marksman? I can't tell. Really, they're not that difficult when you've got a battle rifle anyway. Again, mind the brute stalker. Oh! Uh-oh. Is that how you want to play this game? Let's see if we can get you. Yeah, you can try to... Oh. Okay, there... Yeah, there he is. Brute stalker. And he's got a brute shot. Sneaky bastard. Okay, well, we've got flame grenades for the first time in Halo. We're probably going to use those to our advantage as well. This is where things start getting a little bit rougher. Just the way your mother likes it. And all the grunts are asleep over here, and there's a brute who's taking a whiz on the wall. We're going to take him off guard, and then his little buddies as well.
I did not want you to come to any harm.
Yeah, you know what? Knowing your track record, you probably deserved it anyway. We're going to kill this sweet, lovely young lady for her gun.
Excellent. This way.
You can start taking these guys out, and once again, get this brute over here. He's just kind of... There he is. Look at that. Oh, he's enjoying himself a little too much. Show off. He's going to take out these guys. The room below also has sleeping grunts, but if we have allies alive, it's a little more difficult to knock them out. Sometimes they just get a little grenade happy and like to make a little noise. So we're going to descend the spire. There are also two brutes walking around. You want to be careful not to alert them. He's just chilling. We'll leave him be for now. Now, he's going to eventually turn around. And when he does, you're going to run up behind him and assassinate him. It's by far the best way to dispatch this brute. Alright, we're going to be quick about this. Do it before he turns around. Mind the fusion coils, because this is clearly a death trap. Okay, I think we're... Yeah, they know we're here. Now our Marine here has a battle rifle, so he can actually get a few headshots in, which is very helpful. And also use the fusion coils here to your advantage. I don't get this. Spark's got his special beam, yet he doesn't really help us out much here, even when we're running low on ammo. Yeah. Sometimes I do think he still wants us dead. So we can get that guy. Sometimes I like to shoot out the fusion coils anyway, just because it... Whoa. Just because that means they're not going to blow up while we're standing next to them.
Reclaimer, continue downward.
Oh, apparently there was someone else there too. Bad place to stand. Nah, I'll let him live another day.
Keep pressing, they're falling back.
Now, thanks to the entryway, we have a 100% plasma pistol. I like to stick him, though. I like to stick as many of them here as I possibly can. It's just fun. I believe there are 4 brutes here total. Yep. The 5. God, my bad. He deployed that combat condom a little too late. At least 3 of these guys have brute shots. So once again, because it's such an enclosed area, just whoa. That jackal got 4. Because this is such an enclosed area, you want to try to avoid the brute shots. They do have a lot of splash damage, and they can fire them so rapidly that it's literally just nothing before you find yourself dead. And you've already spent, God knows, at least 30-40 minutes here. The last thing you want to do is start over. This is one of the longest missions in the game. Trying to see if I can get a clear shot on him. Of course, he might do it for us. The Marines admittedly do come in handy with their grenade throwing capabilities. This is kind of one of those times I really wish I had a power drain. Now, sometimes your Marines will jump in the way and actually cause you to get hit Oh, wow, we actually got him. Okay. Okay, all the brutes should be dead at this point, so that lone jackal is all that's left. And now the area is clear. Now, there is something you can do here that you've probably seen in my mythic guides, where it involves jumping down and killing the brute chieftain early. But it's kind of tricky with the jump, and once again, because you're pretty far into the mission at this point, and this is legendary, and I'm assuming you're not that seasoned with the campaign, I would highly recommend saving that for another time. But you will see it in the mythic guide that I will be uploading to my channel, where I jump down there, kill the brute, and grab his invincibility.
To be precise.
What is this place?
The Ark.
This is the Ark?
I had always assumed it was part of a shield installation, but it seems
That's pretty impressive. I want my house to be that big one day.
While I had a complete understanding of Installation 04, my makers...
I mean, this is amazing. They built the Ark around an artificial planet. That's how big this mother is.
I was ever captured by the flood.
Can you tell me where we are exactly?
Yeah, kind of like one of his buddies.
And truth?
2401 Penitent Tangent. The red dude.
The meddler has triggered a barrier, a defensive perimeter around the Ark's core.
Uh-oh. There's trouble afoot.
The barrier will be difficult to disable.
There are going to be two Banshees and a Phantom. Actually, the Banshees kind of wander off as soon as the cutscene ends. But you do want to take cover immediately, because
what is it?
The Phantom's secondary gunners will rip you a new one.
Spark, move.
We must get past that barrier.
Yeah, that guy. Douchebag. So we're just going to chill out here. Arbiter will actually hijack one of the Banshees.
Get back inside while we take him out. Follow the oracle's
You might be able to get a shot off, you know. I'd actually recommend saving your ammo, because as you can see, we don't have a whole lot of it left, and you're going to need as much of it as you possibly can. The Phantom will eventually chase the Arbiter away. And now, once again, it is just you. And even though Guilty Spark has the capability of helping us, of course, he will not, because he's, well, stupid. Now, there are, I believe, 4 brutes and a war chieftain over here. The war chieftain has a plasma cannon that has been detached. He's very difficult to kill. A few grunts will emerge from here too. I highly recommend killing them right off, taking some of their grenades and using them against the brutes. Now that's where the chieftain stands prior to the cutscene. After the cutscene, he has magically vanished inside of the facility with the brute stalkers on the lower level. Okay, this is taking way too long. Sometimes I wait for the grunts to come to me. Giggity. But this time we're just going to go to them. Oh, look out. Like I said, close quarters and grenades do not go very well together unless you're on the throwing end. If you're on the receiving end, I sometimes play the risk card a little too much. The rest of these guys are going to try infiltrating through the door, I think. What is taking them so long? Sometimes if you shoot the plasma pistol at the door, it taunts them and they end up emerging a little bit quicker than they intend to. They're trying to be sneaky, as you can see, but it just isn't working. And there's one more grunt. Oh no, that's a brute. Stick it. I like to wait till they come to the door. Typically they'll try to toss a grenade your way, and while they're stuck in the animation, that is the perfect time to stick them with one of your own grenades. Sometimes you can shoot that door on the left and cause the other brutes to emerge. It does not seem to be working this time. And really on Legendary it's not that big of a deal anyway. I believe those are brute guards that have maulers. Their armor is considerably weaker than regular brutes, surprisingly, even though they look like captains. And this guy's just not going to lay up. Or we're just going to have to lay him down. Okay, get this. Whoa! Yeah, I thought I was toast for a second there. We're just going to have to plasma pistol his sorry ass. I'm a little bit concerned here. We have, alright, so we got his shields down at least. But we really don't have enough ammo to kill him. Oh! It's pretty common for these guys to have power drains. Like I said, keep your distance from them as best you can. This is a little... Oh, here we go. He is following us in there, you dumbass. And he is down for the count. So there should be one more with a brute shot. Over there hanging out on the left. We're waiting for that chieftain to get distracted before we continue to advance. And he's just kind of sitting there waiting. Can you see me? Alright, now. The grenades will cause him to dodge, which will buy you just a couple of seconds. Let's see if this guy's still chilling out over here. We're going to try to grenade him. If you can get the stick to work, it does pretty well. Did we get him? No? Okay. The fires are real... Oh, there's still a brute over here. There we go. Once again, a little too late with the combat condom. Okay. We're going to try to see if we can get a flame grenade on him. Seems like the best course of action here. We just have to wait till he's not aiming that thing right at us. Might see if I can push him over with a brute shot. Brute shots are not very effective with war chieftains. They have probably the toughest armor of any brute. Yeah, see, this isn't working at all. Where is he? Alright, can we get him with the flame? And yes, he is down for the count. So if you can aim the grenade correctly, the fire grenades are definitely the best way to kill an unshielded war chieftain. And we've got plenty of ammo from our downed comrade right there. The brute stalkers are in this zone, and the brute chieftain that you see with the gravity hammer will retreat. Now I think there's 4 of them here, so just there's one. You can kind of see them a little bit. Now that was actually kind of a dumb move because he can toss that fire grenade and you're just absolutely toast if he does that. They do have extremely weak armor, so even the splash damage from a grenade can kill one. There's still 2 more lingering around. And where are they? One of them deployed a radar jammer. Again, another useless piece of equipment. Whoa!
There's no need for this.
There we go. That's what you get for trying to light me up. Okay, and there should be one more lingering around somewhere. I'm not sure where he is. Probably chilling out on the bottom. Sometimes they'll come up after you, sometimes they won't. Sometimes they'll wait in hiding, which is probably the smartest thing to do if you're invisible. I still don't see him. Where is he? Maybe we can scoot past him. There's a couple of shielded jackals right here through this door. For whatever reason, they're a pain in the butt to kill. I'm not really sure what the deal is behind that. So we're gonna try to get him. Oh, jeez. Okay, he's owning the crap out of us right now. Ah, there he is. There's that other invisible guy. Yeah, he's after us too. Okay, his armor's weak. You can tell by the fact that it's sizzling. So now that room should be entirely clear. And now we just need to see if we can get this guy. There we go. Now we have to deal with a brute chieftain and his jetpack buddies. I call these jump jet brutes. It sounds a little bit better and a little less corny than jump pack brutes. And there's a bunch of carbines over there on the left-hand side, if you need them. Chieftain was no match for me. Now, interesting fact, if you choose to step into the ring and fight him one-on-one, the others won't attack you until he's dead. But really, you don't want to be caught in the middle of a bunch of angry brutes, many with brute shots, with nowhere to hide. So I highly recommend just taking him out from a distance. If you did not take him out the cheap method, which once again I will show you in my Mythic guide. It is currently available on halo.bungie.org, but unfortunately the videos are currently down, which is why I am transferring them to my channel. So you can view them in full length while listening to my sexy voice. It's best to use the plasma pistol while they're in midair. They can't attack you while they're flying, at least from what I can tell. And they can't dodge your plasma shots either. Now, once again, the good thing about the carbine that I've mentioned in previous missions is that it's very good against brute armor. And just like the... basically, these guys have brute minor armor, so it's very easy to tear through it with just the carbine. A few of these guys have brute shots, so it's just better to hang back and not let them come to you if you can help it. I think he's going to try to help it. God, I love those flame grenades. And yes, as a kid, I did play with matches. Now, there are two marksman jackals over here. Again, use the battle rifle to take them out. And we are done with the mission. Congratulations. Just walk over here to the hologram thingy.
Damn quick. Stand by for pickup.
And you are good to go. Yeah, what the hell. Let's do it. We'll end this mission with invincibility and a gravity hammer. Thank you for watching Tyrant's legendary guide, the Ark. Stay tuned next week. We'll be tackling the final mission that the Covenant fight.
I got it.
Ironically called the Covenant.
They mean us no harm. Those units have a priority task.
Oh yeah? And what might
And don't forget to swing by www.MythicTyrant.com for more Tyrant guides, Women of Xbox, and of course the Tyrant documentaries and Shrine. And he's looking at me funny again. I'm the Tyrant, and thanks for watching.
Barbara's right. We have priorities too. Until we kill Truth, stop the rings from firing, nothing else matters.